All right, we're good to go. So, we are here with some Madden 17 Draft Champions gameplay. Just gonna do the draft, play the games, stuff like that. And meanwhile, going over some of the Madden 18 news. So, probably the most important thing that you need to know is that you should get the GOAT edition. Um, Main
Boy,
reason
we've just gotten
being
started here, and
you're gonna
already these
want
guys have been
the
handed a. Boy, you talk
perks
about
that
a
it comes
friendly
with.
turn of the
It's an
cards.
extra
This is a great round for these guys
$20.
as they get themselves a dynamic
Yeah,
player
it's an extra
ready.
$20.
Yeah,
It's
not too
80
much
instead of
analysis needed
60.
here. This is quite
Um,
a get
but
at this
your
stage of the
ultimate
draft.
team is just set up so much better
Oh, no need to worry about this
because
guy.
of it.
Just plug him
You
right into the
get
starting
to
role,
pick an
and he'll
elite
be a massive
from your
upgrade.
team, your favorite team, as well as getting you get some
So, with
elites,
a handful of starters
along the way as
already nailed
well.
down, you have
You get a GOAT
instant
card.
impact right
GOAT's one
there.
of 5
That's a
cards.
big
You
leap
can get
forward from what they had on the roster to begin with.
a Ray Lewis, Tom Brady, Dion, Barry Sanders,
Definitely some options
and
with this pick. Do you take a skill player here
wait,
or get yourself some help up front?
Barry, Dion, Tom Brady, Ray Lewis. Oh, and Jerry Rice. I always forget Jerry Rice. Yeah, it was Jerry Rice was the
Yeah,
other one.
maybe not the pick that's going to change this team's
So
fortune, but
right
he
off the
is an
rip, you get
improvement
2
over what they
elites
had.
just for spending those. You could spend $20 in packs. Lord knows I have, and not get any elites. So you don't want to do that. You might as well be able to pick, some cards that you want and stuff like that. It just
Where to
makes
now?
it a little
Do
more
you get
fun
yourself a big brute
and
for the
gives you a
trenches
little more
or someone
control
who can
over
really
how you
help you
play
out at a
and who you
playmaker
get.
type spot?
Um,
Now
so
let's get into
then
the time of the draft where
some
you
highlights
really
of
want to
the
get lucky
players that
and
you
hope
can get.
somebody falls into your lap.
Um, the
Both
1 of
offensive
32
and
elites.
defensive options here.
Um,
They might have to ask
all
themselves
you have to
which side of the
do
ball needs more
is
attention.
pre-order technically to get that elite player pack. But to get the GOAT,
And
you
now,
obviously have
which
to,
side of the football will they
get the
address
GOAT
here?
edition.
Some interesting options
Um,
either way. Does this
so
pick fill a big need?
some of the highlight
I'm not
cards
so
that you
sure
can
that it
get.
does,
It's
but it
pretty
is at
much the
least a
same as how
slight
17 was, where
improvement
you could
over
get
what they had
like,
in place.
one of these guys, one of those guys, and it was very like you got an offense, defense, and it was I think they were like 74s,
And now's where you need to make these
if
last
I'm
picks
thinking
count.
right. I
Time
think
to
that's
fill
what it
any
was.
holes you can
Why did
before
you?
it's too late.
Ooh,
Still a few holes on this roster and not a lot of
I'm
time
thinking
left to do
lawyer
anything
boy.
about it. Boy, you
All
talk
right,
about
so
a friendly turn of the cards.
you can get
This is a
J.J.
great
Watt. I
round for
like
these
from the
guys as they get
Texans.
themselves a
Von Miller from the
dynamic player
Broncos.
right here.
Obviously, those are the guys you're gonna get from those teams. Um, some notable differences from last year because it's pretty much the same cards as last year or the same players. Like Andrew Luck for the Colts. You're gonna get Rodgers for the Packers, Breeze for the Saints, like the very obvious ones. But some different ones is I don't know. This may have been different, but you get Amari Cooper from the Raiders, which is pretty awesome. Jamie Collins from the Browns, who they said was going to be an 85 elite, and they showed his stats off yesterday, so that's pretty cool. Um, the Cardinals are going to give you David Johnson now instead of Fitz, which is awesome. The Bears is a Jordan Howard, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, those are the cards that you get from that. Um, and that's how that one works. The Let's see where it is. The player ratings are pretty cool. So they released, I think it was 20 players. Um, they released their stats and how it works and how it's different. So some of the cards they released is that there's going to be a Chris Carter. There's going to be Warren Moon, Anthony Munoz, who was in the last game. And then like all the 90s, 89, stuff like that. But I like Marshall Falk is also another one they announced. But I like how it seems like the cards they're not going like over the top with any stats yet. So like let's say for Sherman, you'd expect him to have like crazy zone, crazy press, but it's like 90 and 89 for his zone press respectively with like a 83 speed. So they're giving the cards room to get upgraded to where you know, we don't fall into the problem we had with Madden 17 where it's like, let's see, the Easter promo, so like March, April time, and you have cards that have 99 stats already. Like that's just ridiculous. Obviously, you know, Super Bowl's over and everything, but like, I don't know, it's just a little ridiculous. So like Cam Chancellor's 91 hit power, I think he had like 94, 95 hit power on his base card last year. So that's kind of cool that they did that. So another thing that's going to be really confusing is team tokens. So this is going to be a little difficult to explain, but I'll do my best. I'll actually even use the example that they gave on EA's sports website, which if you look at, if you want to go to this link, easports.com/Madden-NFL/new/2017/new-in-MUT, or you could just Google EA Sports Madden changes. Um, so the upgrades, how it works is like, so for the Buccaneers, your elite that you get for picking the Bucks is Jameis Winston. Then in your pack, your team pack, you're gonna get random players, random silvers and bronzes, maybe even just bronzes. But one of your cards is going to be a 70 Mike Evans. Now, obviously, Mike Evans is not a 70. They've already announced Mike Evans has an 89 base elite. So what you're going to do is take this 70 Evans in your pack, and you're going to do some for the Bucks. When you're done, you get the Bucks team token, and you take that team token and you add it with the 70 Mike Evans, and you get a 75 Mike Evans. Now the next one, you take your 75 Mike Evans that you got, you add another team token from the Bucks. I don't know what you're gonna have to do for the second one, and you get an 81 Mike Evans. Okay, cool. My Mike Evans is getting better and better. Then you take your 81 Mike Evans and the 89 base elite that comes out in the game that you have to either get from the auction block or packs. So you take your 81 and the 89, and then you get a non-auctionable 91 Mike Evans. So that's a really good way to just grind some solos, work the auction block. Maybe you get a lucky pull and you decide that you want to change it up. You can then work towards some of these cards. Like a 91 Mike Evans, it seems like almost that you could probably get that card in the first day, if not 2 days, 3 days, however long it takes you to get that base elite. That's going to be the hard part. So that's really exciting. That, like, let's say I'm a Colts fan, so let's say I get Andrew Luck, and my 70 overall guy is going to be T.Y. Hilton. So that's cool. I just got burned. So they just passed. Nope. All right. So that's how that works. Another thing is that teams, so the chemistries are different. It's not bruising back, chain mover, stuff like that. There's actually less chemistries, but they blanket more abilities, more attributes. Sorry. So how it's going to work is, let's say you have, I'm trying to think simple. I'll go with like the Patriots, because a lot of people know Patriots players. Let's say we have the Tom Brady quarterback, and we have like a Chris Hogan, who's obviously like not going to have like a great card, but we get a Chris Hogan. So just because they're on the same team, they're going to get a chemistry boost. I don't know how many players you need to activate each tier. I don't think that's really even been announced yet, but there are going to be team chemistries, so that'll be pretty sick. Another change to Madden 18 that was announced was that the packs are totally different. It's turned into almost how FIFA works now. So you're not going to get any non-player items from packs anymore. You're just going to get the players, which, if you do some quick math, gives you a better chance of getting better cards. So that's a really cool thing. Also, they went over in EA Sports revision thing they posted a couple days ago that, yes, so that there's a little change to the stats. So what they used was the what was it? Man of the Month Julio Jones, 94 overall. I think that was for the second month. I'm pretty sure.
One time, my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt hit him right in the numbers, and Jones he just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy.
Oh, Andre. So the 94. So what they're saying is the 94 Julio Jones would actually only be a 93 in Madden 18 because the stats would be a little different. While the stats have like higher ratings, they're not gonna. There's gonna be a little more differentiating between the stats. So like his speed was a 91. Madden 18 would have it as a 92. You know, the stats would be a little different, but with them having different stats, they're starting everyone lower so that the better players have the better stats and that you don't have as much bad cards having good stats. If that makes sense. Kind of much easier to realize if you're looking on that page.
Offensively, they like their situation.
So then some other elites, how they work now is the base elites are actually called core elites. So, for example, these are the cards they have released. There's not for all the teams, but they did say that there's going to be a Ha-Ha Clinton Dix. There's a Anthony Barr, Nate Soldier, Jimmy Smith, Terrell Pryor, Jamie Collins, Terrell Pryor, Marcel Darius, Jonathan Cyprian, Alex Mack, Olivier Vernon. Tyreek Hill got an elite. But the cool thing is, Tyreek Hill's elite is an 81 overall. So, like, I think elites start at 80 now. And then once you go, I think this was Madden 25. This is back, like, when I just started playing Ultimate Team. How they had, like, the low elites, but then they had, like, the blue legends, the playoff legends, and stuff like that. So once you get above 90, once you get into that 91, the cards, I believe, turn, they're not exactly blue, they're not exactly red, they're blue, I think. So, pretty cool. There's an Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott's card is pretty cool, actually. 87 speed, 87 acceleration, 86 elusiveness. So it's like the cards aren't overkill, which I like. It's really what I'm trying to see in Madden 18. So there's also a rookie premier promo going on right now, and if you are a MUT Rewards person, if you have legendary status, which means that you clicked open pack 1,000 times, Madden 17? Yeah, in Madden 17, you'll have the legendary status, which actually isn't hard if you grinded solos or even if you bought a couple packs. 1,000 packs really isn't that hard, given that you get the daily packs, the weekly packs, all that stuff. Gold, I believe, is like 500 packs, and silver was 200 packs. So if you have that legendary status, you get 8 rookie patches. You finish the solos, which is 10 of them, really easy, and you get another patch. So once you eventually get to the end, they give you a patch just for locking it. So do the math on that, you're up to 10 patches. Once you get those 10 patches, you can pick a player to upgrade. So how it works is, let's say you put in those 10 patches, and then there's 10 sets you can do. There's Myles Garrett, Marshawn Lattimore, Corey Davis, Jamal Adams, Leonard Fournette, O.J. Howard, Deshaun Watson, T.J. Watt, Jonathan Allen, and Garrett Bowles. Oh, I want this. Easy. So you put in those 10 patches, and you get a 99 overall version of those cards. It's like that Corey Davis, you got 95 speed, 95 catch in traffic, and he's 6'3" with 98 release. Monster card. Myles Garrett is who I went with. So you get the 99 overall. But wait, there's more. Not only do you get the 99, you get, it looks like a teal colored card. But you get a, let's say, I'm going to call it a gold card in Madden 18, for that player, for that rookie. Now, let's use the player I used, Myles Garrett. You get a 78 quote-unquote gold card. Let's say team of the week, week 2, my boy puts up some sacks, some tackles, forces a fumble. Let's say he does some work. Myles Garrett is now going to get a, let's say, 83 team of the week card. So, that card that you got when the game came out on day 1, that was a 78, has now turned into an 83 and has the same exact stats as the team of the week card without you having to do anything. You may think, wow, that's OP. It's really not, because rookies are not super likely to be getting like those crazy good cards. And if they do, it's because they had a good week and they earned it. And, you know, doing this promo was definitely not easy, too. So you're getting rewarded for putting in some work. Those cards are non-auctionable, non-tradable, all that stuff. So, you know, that whatever card you get is yours, and you're kind of stuck with it. You can also do multiple sets if you have the coins for it, or if you open packs to get the patches. You can add 4 gold rookie premier cards or whatever, and get a patch for that also. So that's how that works. And then we're just gonna, that's pretty much most of the news for the, that's most of the news for Madden 18. There hasn't been a ton of stuff released, but there is stuff coming out pretty much every day. There's more and more news as we get closer. Also, the game comes out the 25th, which I believe is a Friday. If you pre-order the game, however, yes, if you pre-order it, you get the game on 8/22, which is a Monday, midnight, Tuesday, however you want to look at it. Technically Tuesday. 8/22. So definitely pre-order, get that game early. And I'm not sure if EA Access on Xbox gets it any earlier. I have PlayStation. I was gonna get the game on Xbox this year, but I, you know, have Madden 17 on PS4, so I kind of just wanted to keep my loyalty stuff, so that I start out with some stuff in the game. And it's cool to just go, you know, back and see what you have as far as, you know, coins in the old game and cards and all that stuff. It is what it is. Also, as I'm sure if you watch this video, you've seen the long shot trailer. And basically what long shot is like Alex Hunter, whatever it was in FIFA. You get to be a player. It's kind of for you. You don't have a lot of choice. You have to go to, I believe it's the Longhorns. That's you go to a certain NFL team. I don't even know if you're position locked. You shouldn't. I really hope you're not. But you're pretty much just watching a movie from what we know. It's not positive that you're going to be playing a ton of snaps, that you're going to be doing a bunch of plays. No one really knows exactly what it's going to be like. But what we do know is that without skipping the cutscenes, it takes about 4 to 5 hours to get through. But here's the catch. If you get through that long shot game mode, you make friends in the game with Dan Marino, and I believe it's Randy Moss, but it might be Chad Johnson. I'm not positive as to who it is. Oh, I was drinking some water. I screwed up. But you do get elite cards. So, a little bit of insight here. Let's break down how things work out. You do long shot, and you get a wide receiver card and a quarterback card, both elites. All right, cool. Wide receiver and quarterback's locked down. What's next?
And it's caught. Kobe Fleener. And he'll be taken down before he gets in.
All right, so quarterback and wide receiver. Done. Then you get the GOAT. So you can pick a cornerback, wide receiver, halfback, quarterback. All right. Then you get to pick one from the team heroes to start out with. Right. You can get every important position right off the rip just from doing long shot and getting the GOAT edition. And 4 hours really on launch day is not that much. You don't have to grind that much. and you're pretty much set. So here, I'll just do a little quick run through as to what my goals are as far as trying to get the who I'm going to go with for each thing. So with the GOAT edition, I want to go with Ray Lewis so that I get the middle linebacker lockdown. I can use her if I decide to play online, and I use her middle linebacker when I play solos anyway. So that's cool. Then let's say we get that Dan Marino. That's a quarterback. And we got the, I believe, I want to say it's Randy Moss, but I'm not positive. But whatever. Wide receiver. Okay. So then for my team hero, or the team elite, or whatever, I'm pretty much left with picking a cornerback. So I can go Richard Sherman from the Seahawks, Xavier Rhodes, I could go Muhammad Wilkerson for the line, I could go Aaron Donald for DT, I could go Justin Houston for another middle linebacker, I could go Terrell Suggs, J.J. Watt. There's a lot of players I could go with. So just to show you that if you play your cards right, you really can. And I already have the Myles Garrett. I forgot about that too. So, the opportunities are pretty endless as far as what you can do and who you can go with to really just deck yourself out and be ready for this next Madden. Everyone knows that the most fun you're going to have with Madden is like when the game first comes out in Ultimate Team and you have nothing and you're building your team. Ultimate Team gets boring when you have all 99s and you have no solos to play, and playing online is just boring at this point. So, have fun with the game. Enjoy the beginning of it, and that's pretty much all I got for news. And let's try and get a touchdown before halftime. I haven't really been focusing much on this game. I've been kind of on my computer going through some screens and stuff. So I know I haven't been playing great, but yeah, I just got swiped. This guy does seem, I mean, like I said, I haven't really been paying attention, but it seems like he knows his stuff. I'm kind of on like a mental autopilot.
So we've come to halftime at a 5-point
But yeah, that's pretty
game.
much that's what I know about the Madden 18. They did a lot of gameplay changes too. There's gonna be like a lot of changes to how the game works, as far as like open field interceptions.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin.
So like there's been a lot of times where you'll be playing as the middle linebacker, or you'll switch over to the end as like you got a blitz going on, and you decide that you want to go in on the quarterback. He gets the ball off, but you hit him or something, or he's under pressure, he makes a bad throw. You got that gold safety. Not even a gold safety. Let's say you got like a base elite Eric Berry out there. That boy's not dropping a pick in real life. Let's be honest. You hold triangle, you ball hawk, and he just drops it. And you lose. That's your momentum. You lose it. That's not happening anymore. If everything's gonna go by catch rating, as far as stuff like that's concerned. So let's say Eric Berry has like, I'm just throwing something out there, but let's say like an 84 catching. His 84 catching, let's say the threshold's 80. Any player with an 80 catching on the defensive side isn't going to drop open picks like that. So stuff like that's not going to happen. If you have, let's say, we were talking about that 91 Mike Evans. We have that 91 Mike Evans going up against like a 78 Tremaine Johnson or something. That Mike Evans is going to win some balls. That boy's gonna make some plays, and he's just gonna be the better player on the field. Look. So that's how that's gonna work. Not gonna have to worry about players just totally getting like using a silver corner on like Randy Moss and having stuff like that happen. It's just not how it's gonna work. There's the ball mechanics. There's gonna be new hit sticks. New juke moves, new spin moves, all that stuff has been tampered with, just to make it a little smoother. And last but not least, something that no YouTube channel, no YouTube video, nothing that I've seen is talking about is the fact that this year's Madden is on the Frostbite engine. So The Frostbite engine is like a totally different like game. It's a totally different experience. Everything is just feels different on it. If you played FIFA 17, like it just feels so sharp. Feels like you have so much control as to where your players are running, what's going on, like everything you just have control over. You don't have to worry about having that like input lag when you're ball hawking and you're just running, 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 and you want to stop running, and the guy just keeps going, or like you want to move on a dime. That's the difference with Frostbite. It's really hard to explain, but like you'll notice it when you're using like an LT-esque player or like just a really like shifty fast guy. That's when you'll notice it, or even probably with the slow clunky guys, you'll notice it because they won't feel as slow and clunky. They'll feel slow, but you'll be more agile with them. You'll be able to be sharper when you're using those players, and that's what the Frostbite engine does. So I think football side of it, it's going to make for a really fun run game. It's going to make really fun. It's going to make defense hard but rewarding. Like you're going to be able to be more accurate on defense. So that's huge. But thank you for watching. The video probably went a little longer than I was hoping, but hope you enjoyed. Drop a like and hope you're excited for Madden 18 as I am.